Yeah, man, I'm totally down to see the new movie. What do you mean 4DX?
We're going into combat on a level no living combat on a level no living pilots ever seen.
Fellas, how are you doing today? If you're new here, hi, my name's Brendan, and today I want to talk about movie theater fads.
And you may be asking, Brendan, what's a movie theater fad? See all the movies all the time. I just sit down, watch a movie for an hour and a half, and I just go home. Well, the last decade we had Imax 3D. The decade before that we had Spy Kids 3D. You know, let me show you.
You see, back in the day, movies were shot in a 4:3 aspect ratio.
You would have these little black bars on the side. Now we're going to explain why most movies nowadays have these two things on your screen right now because of the innovation of Cinerama.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cinerama.
Cinerama is regarded as the first widescreen format of film and blew people's minds in the mid-20th century.
What filmmakers wanted to start doing was adding more wideness to the screen, and by doing so they had 3 different cameras shoot the same image, and now we have a widescreen shot. The problem is though that the closest you can get was probably about that close. You couldn't use anything closer. You know, those nice tight intimate moments in film, that's not here anymore. The love scenes, no, you gotta watch them from a distance. But Brendan, why is the innovation of widescreen considered a fad if it's just a new invention in the film industry? Putting me in there, Stay in there. Oh, okay, he had a good point, but yeah, why is Cinerama considered a fad? Because let me introduce you to the Cinerama Dome. A big dome that, you know, if you took the Epcot ball and just sliced it in half and just threw it away, you would have the Epcot half ball thing that is the Cinerama Dome. Wow, look at this screen. I'm in the Cinerama Dome. Problem was Cinerama wasn't really probably not making enough money. It was also too expensive to run. You had 3 cameras, you had 3 projectors, and you had 1 big screen, and they were very limited to the amount of theaters you can have across the country. Therefore, there's Panavision, 70mm.
Filmmakers typically used a 35mm film print. With Cinerama, they had to project 3 different prints, but with Panavision, instead of adding more cameras, they looked into the film print itself.
You take that 35mm box film that we were complaining about earlier, and you widen it, and then you got a really wide screen experience, which is about 12K. This is 4K, by the way. Imagine 4 times the quality. Look how sharp this picture is. Ridiculously wide, big screen pictures for epics like Ben-Hur and Lawrence of Arabia. And people are going out to watch these, not only for like general admission, but now they're going for a special experience.
Question, did you ever want to dress up in uncomfortable clothes and watch a 3-hour movie with a bunch of rich folk? Well, if you lived while old Dwighty was president, then you were in luck. Behold, the Roadshow.
Now, roadshows were limited release 70mm prints where people would go in, they would dress up, and they would look really fancy. You would get an overture and an intermission so you can get up and talk to your friends about what you just saw in the movie and even take a pee break, because honestly, we need more intermissions now, because oh my god, sometimes you just gotta pee in the middle of a 3-hour movie. But as fads go, they all got destroyed, you know, in the cultural aspect of things, they just got... What was the next big fad in the movie industry? We've already gone through the change in picture, the innovation of cinema. 3D.
The earliest confirmed 3D film shown to any type of audience was The Power of Love, which premiered 100 years ago in Los Angeles in 1922.
You know, the little comic strips with the pictures you would see that you would put your 3D glasses on, you would open up, and things would just pop out right in your face.
This was the classic type of 3D. Red and blue glasses, really cheesy effects.
They make it blatantly obvious that someone's gonna walk up and like put their hand out and just punch me in the face. The Robert Rodriguez era of 3D. For some reason, he got obsessed with making all of his kids' movies in 3D. Saw both of these movies in the theaters, so if that tells you anything. I was, you know what, no, a lot of people my age saw it that age. You know, 2004, crazy time. But then you had Imax, which pretty much was the re-envision of 70mm, except instead of making it one big wide screen, they turned it like this. Like, look at this. Look how large the screen is. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it's cool. But this is a lot of screen. See, Mr. Jim Cameron right here. Look at his face. This is his face right here. He made a little film called Avatar. Kind of kind of innovated the whole 3D space. Now everyone and their mother wants to be a 3D movie. Most of it was converted, but most of it was shot on Imax 3D or was Real D 3D. And you had all that for a little while. Like, look at all these happy faces right here, just trying to watch a nice 3D movie for like 6 years, and then they were done with it. You know, I remember when 3D TVs were a thing. Yeah, no, see, that was an example of a bad fad.
3D eventually fell out as the must-see way to watch a movie. Personally, I prefer watching movies in 2D.
But what is the next thing? What came out after that? Well, we had a 2-year pandemic, and now we have 4DX and ScreenX.
4DX and ScreenX. 2 new ways to not just watch a movie, but become a part of the movie.
4DX is imagining watching a movie while you were in the movie. You're watching it with 3D glasses, you have things spraying at you, and you're being shaken out of your chair like it's a goddamn earthquake. Meanwhile, ScreenX is stupid. Like this right here, this is dumb. Remember I mentioned Cinerama earlier ago? This is like Cinerama, but dumber. This is like the fast food of Cinerama. Instead of having a big dome like we had earlier, now we have a 4x4 box. We're pretty much back in the era of the boxy theater. We are in a 4x4 box, and if you like it, perfectly fine. I am glad you like it. But this can be better. We can have something better. Like, imagine the entire time you're just watching a movie and you're just like this. It's not a very fun time if you're dead.
4DX is a way for you and your friends to get the shit kicked out of you while you're watching Grown Ups 3.
Now, 4DX, like ScreenX, is a new, innovative way to watch a movie. Except, you have to wear raincoats, and apparently you have to be ready to get sprayed with whatever fluid is going to represent what you're seeing on screen. Good God, if you're watching the movie Men. Can you imagine Men in 4DX? Problem with 4DX is that it's a cool one-time experience, but it can be a little too much, guys. Like we just want to sit down, relax, and enjoy ourselves at the movies. I don't feel like paying $30 for now to watch a movie and be attacked the entire time. It's like, imagine watching Top Gun in 4DX. Like, what are they gonna do? Launch you into the air? Wait, why is there a countdown on the armrest? If you liked the video, please comment, share with your friends, maybe give it some thumbing up, and if you love the video, please subscribe for more content like this. Goodbye everyone, and I hope to see you next time.